Hi, I am Ellie. I used to live a life embodying pain. There were good times, but the first half of my life I experienced incredible emotional pain. I had a big heart. My heart was open, empath, feeling everything. Feeling like I was loving, but not getting that in return. And I was desperate to be seen and valued and loved, chosen. And I had to go on a journey. I was guided. What a blessing to be guided from such a life of deep suffering into something entirely different. And that's what I'm going to speak about in this video. How we can move from a life of embodied, gut-wrenching, heart-breaking, soul-crushing pain into a place where we don't escape those things, but when those things occur, we experience them for the moment and then they pass. We don't hold on to that way of being. We don't identify with it in the mind. And we can choose to open as something different. We can choose to create a more empowered life for ourselves. And so when I was feeling so much pain, there was, first of all, a void inside of me that I was trying to fill by having someone else love me. And I just thought that if someone else loved me, then I would feel that love and I'd feel secure and safe and seen, and it just never happened. Heartbreak after heartbreak. And as I kept going in to do shadow work and opening as consciousness, quiet mind, not identifying with the mind, becoming the observer of my thoughts, understanding that I am not my thoughts, we are not our thoughts, we are not our emotions, we are experiencing those things. So as I learned this, resonated as truth, and I started to go and do shadow work and meet myself here in this place, open as consciousness, feeling whatever I was feeling, whatever pain, energy. It's pain I was feeling, deep, dense, heavy pain. I would go in and I would also open as love. I would open as consciousness by coming out of the mind into the body, using my breath, and opening as love using sound. High frequency sound love, or high frequency sound angelic on YouTube, headphones, quiet mind, no thinking, or just observing what came, observing any memories that would come in, open as love, so feeling the energy of love to meet myself, any parts of myself that were there. And so I went through and I did all of the inner child work. I brought so much healing for years to my 5-year-old self. That's often the age, around 5 to 7. But there is an inner child in all of us waiting to be healed. Once we go on this journey, once we meet ourselves here as a practice, we do our inner child work and then we continue the practice, opening as consciousness, opening as love, to meet whatever arises in us in each moment, in every moment. We are at work and someone yells at us or says something rude and we feel an energy in our body. Open as consciousness. Become the observer of the thoughts. Come into your body. Feel that uncomfortable energy. Deep breath. It's a deep, high-level spiritual practice, but to open as love. And this is like a muscle. The more that we work these muscles, opening as consciousness, opening as love, we can alchemize whatever pain is coming to be with us, to meet us, whatever sensation, whatever energy, whatever emotion. We can meet that when we meet ourselves. Awareness and love. In this space, we're connecting to the oneness, the field, the one consciousness that is all that there is. So we're connecting to Source, doesn't matter the name. Source, divine, universe, God. When we are open as consciousness, not identified with the mind, we know we are not our mind. We know we are not our thoughts. Now we have choice. Now we are with ourselves. Open as love. Now we are connected to the divine. We are connected to ourselves, one and the same. This place is the space in which the void in you is filled, slowly, slowly, in layers. We continue to meet ourselves here. We come to know, we have gnosis of the fact that it has been us, our presence meeting the depth of ourselves that has caused the empty void. Now we know, now we are empowered to fill that void with love. We have the ability to open as love, to feel love energy, to continue to grow our ability to do so. Sound, again, so powerful. So powerful because sound is a powerful activator, and when someone makes a high frequency sound love on YouTube, they have infused that, created that with love energy, and so it is easier to connect to love. When we go on a journey with devotion to meet ourselves here, open as consciousness, open as love, meeting ourselves, meeting each moment, the present moment, knowing that's all there is. So right here, be here now with self. Open as consciousness, open as love. We start to fill the void with love, with connection to self, with connection to the divine. As we continue on the journey of understanding that we are not our thoughts, and so we can choose consciously which thoughts are true, which thoughts are not serving us. We can consciously pivot to create new thoughts once we realize, oh, this thought isn't true. I'm not worthless, and you disidentify with it. Wow, what a junky thought. I am so valuable, and you can change your thought. And knowing what we focus on, our attention is creating for us. What we focus on is causing a feeling, an embodied state of feeling. What we are focusing on, whether it's thoughts or something else, it's affecting the thoughts. It's all creating. We are constantly creating for ourselves with our focus, with our energy that we are embodying. That's why it's such a powerful practice to embody love, feel it. It is not weak. It is the antidote to your pain, to your suffering, to the void. Not weakness, power, grace, the divine. Once we go on the journey and devote ourselves to do this practice, we fill ourselves with love so much that we come to know, to have gnosis that we don't need love outside of us. We thrive in it. We thrive if we can meet people who will meet us in love, if we can meet people who will truly see us because they are conscious, because they are not looking at us through a projection, their own lens, distorted lens. We thrive in those relationships, but we no longer need it to fill the void. We have done that. The source the divine. It's an ongoing process, by the way, not a one-time deal. We continue to do it. We fill ourselves up with love. We embody that. Our frequency rises. We start to feel an easy connection to joy and fun and bliss, pleasure. And so we no longer grasp onto love outside of ourselves, especially when we recognize that there is unlove there. Before we go through this journey, we haven't filled the void. When someone shows us unlove, we are still desperate for love. We just think, no, it's almost survival. The ego goes into survival and grasps on, please, love me, please. Oh, and in that we abandon ourselves right there. Oh, perpetuating the pain, the void. But when we fill that void, we start to become love. We recognize when we are in the presence of unlove, and it is just unattractive, unappealing. We still feel pain. We still feel the pain of not being met in love. It fucking hurts. But through the process, we meet ourselves there. You're feeling heartbreak. You're feeling the pain of not being loved. When you opened your heart to love, quiet mind in the body, open as love, become the observer and allow yourself to feel that pain while you're feeling love. You can feel both at the same time. You definitely can with practice. Master alchemy, that is. Feel the heartbreak, feel the love, quiet mind, and you will find that you, again, fill the void. The pain starts to release, dissipate. And you feel love, feel peace. And you might have to keep doing this, which keep meeting ourselves. And all the while, because we are out of the mind, in the body, open as love, open as consciousness. We're not judging the situation. We're not judging ourselves. We're not judging the other person. It is. Whatever the situation is, we just meet it. We meet ourselves there, where we are. And we breathe life into ourselves. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that great? We are our own healers. We are powerful. You are powerful. When we come to meet ourselves, open as awareness, consciousness, open as love, we become conscious creators. We become powerful. I love this. Beautiful. I feel like this video, I'd really appreciate it if you liked it. I'd love it if you supported me by subscribing to this channel. Speak to me in the comments. Let me know what's on your heart, what's on your mind. And what do you want to talk about? And I will definitely connect with you soon. Thank you.